So, just to know the significance of having a good intention, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran about the treaty that the Prophet ﷺ has taken the pledge of allegiance from the Sahaba who were around him, right? When he went to make Umrah, and then the Mushrikun stopped him from entering Mecca. So he actually realized that they may have to go through a fight. So he had at that time 1,400 Sahabi. How many? 1,400 Sahabi, they were with him. So there was a tree over there, and the Prophet ﷺ, he was sitting under this tree, and he took the allegiance, the pledge of allegiance from the Muslims, that they are gonna support him, support Islam, and defend Islam until the end, right? Then Allah mentioned something very remarkable. He said, لَقَدْ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ يُبَايِعُونَكَ تَحْتَ الشَّجَرَةِ فَعَلِمَ مَا فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased. He actually is pleased with the believers who gave you the pledge of allegiance under the tree. فَعَلِمَ مَا فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ. And He knew what is inside their hearts. Listen. So they did something, but Allah mentioned something else. They did, apparently, the pledge of allegiance. Yes, Ya Rasulullah, we are gonna defend Islam, we are gonna support the deen of Allah, we're gonna support you. Wasn't enough. Allah said, and Allah knew what is inside their chests, what is inside their hearts, that they were loyal, that they were sincere, that they really wanted to support Islam. They really wanted to support the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. It wasn't something that they have done only, right? Apparently, and their hearts had something else. They didn't actually want to get the fame, right? They didn't want to actually be known as courageous people. They didn't want to, because somebody and some people, they might defend the truth, not because it is the truth, but because they want to be shown as what? Supporters, right? Heroes, right? Or out of anything else. Allah said no. Allah knew what is inside their hearts. What was the consequences? Allah mentioned two things here. As we said, all the time, you pray with sincerity, your salah is accepted. You pray without sincerity, your salah will be rejected. Subhanallah. Same prayer, same everything. You come to the masjid, you stand in the line, you have everything like all the Muslims, but the sincerity has to be there. That's why when he was asked, they said, Ya Rasulullah, a man, he might go and fight for the cause of Allah, in your army, for the cause of Allah, right? But sometimes he fights to be shown, right? To be known as a brave man. And sometimes he fights because he wants to support his tribe. Like his tribe became Muslims now, right? And he wants to support his tribe. And sometimes he fights, right? Hamiyya, or just asabiyya, just out of racism, as we said. They said, Ya Rasulullah, which one and which kind of intention would be for the cause of Allah? What did he say? He said one thing only. He said, there's only one way. Otherwise, everything else will be actually rejected. قال من قاتل لتكون كلمة الله هي العليا فهو في سبيل الله. Whoever fights in order to have and to make the word of Allah, the deen of Allah, the uppermost, it is only for the cause of Allah. That's it. That's it. You go to fight with your country, not because of your land, not because the other people, they want to actually occupy your land. No, it's only for the cause of Allah. Don't be a mushrik. Don't be muwahid, monotheist. Your intention always is for Allah Azza wa Jal. Don't say, I want to support Islam and also my tribe. I want to support Islam and also my people. Allah is don't accept that. I only want to support Islam and that's it. That's it. Imagine one day, a man, he was fighting in the same army, fighting alongside with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Imagine that. And the Sahaba, and he was fighting, and he was actually striking the enemies of Allah Azza wa Jal, mushrikeen. Until Sahaba said, nobody today achieved a big success like this man. He is the greatest man in our army. And they went to the Prophet ﷺ. Said, Ya Rasulullah, this man so and so, he is the greatest man in our army today. He was so brave and courageous. What did he say? He said, he is in the hellfire. Wallah, it's authentic hadith. Wallah, it's an authentic hadith. Sahaba said, what? He said, he is in the hellfire. One of the Sahaba once hearing that, he said, I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna track him. I'm gonna see what this guy is gonna do at the end of the day. So he actually was around him everywhere he goes, until this guy, he got injured. And he was alive. And nobody was there except this guy who was actually looking to him. And then this guy, he took what? He took his arrow, his sword, and he put the tip of the sword over his chest, and he leaned and he killed himself. He killed himself. He killed himself. Nobody saw him. He killed himself. So Allah knew that his intention was not good from the very beginning. Nobody can judge that, right? Because we don't see. So we only have to do with the apparent actions. But the Prophet Muhammad, Allah has told him, this is a revelation. Allah has told him that this guy, his intention was not good. That's why he said to him, if somebody dies in the battlefield, don't say he is shaheed. He said that, don't say he is shaheed. Don't say. You can say he is shaheed, insha'Allah. I hope that he is shaheed. I hope. I ask Allah to give him the reward of shahada. But don't say for sure he is shaheed. You never know. Another Sahabi, he got killed. But he was a sincere man. But he had a problem. He died as a shaheed, right? Sahaba, he said, Ya Rasulullah, Fulan, so and so is shaheed. He said, no, he is not. Why? He said, because he is in his grave, punished, and his grave is like an oven, fire. Why? He said he stole something from the booty, from the ghanim, the spoils, before it's distributed. So he got it, and he kept it, and he hid it. Because of this, what did he steal? You know what? A piece of garment. A clock. A piece of garment. He took it. It was supposed to be what? To be given to the ruler, and the ruler will distribute. Give everybody what he. He said, I see him now. I see him. He is in his grave being punished. His grave is full of fire. He said, قبره لا يشتعل عليه نارا. His grave is full of fire. It's filled with fire. Why? Because لشملة غلها. Because he stole from the ghanima. Subhanallah. So he said he doesn't deserve the title of shaheed. He's a Muslim, but he doesn't deserve this title. Subhanallah. To teach us sincerity, brothers. Sincerity. Wallahi. Don't take it don't take it lightly. Oh, so what? No. Every time. Sufyan al-Thawri, a great scholar, said, I have never ever suffered from anything in my relationship with Allah more than my intention. I need every time to check my intention and revisit it. It's very difficult, right? Don't allow shaitan to deceive you. That's what فَعَلِمَ مَا فِي فَأَنزَلَ السَّكِينَةَ عَلَيْهِمْ. When that happened, the sakina, the tranquility, serenity came down upon the Sahaba. وَأَثَابَهُمْ فَتْحًا قَرِيبًا. And he has given him a big conquest, a big victory, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's a big lesson for all of us. Always try to check your intention right? And how can I do that? In brief, try to make a good deed where nobody else can see you. Even your wife, even your wife. Go in your room and just lock it from inside and pray to rak'ah. Don't tell anybody. Go somewhere and read Quran. Go to your car outside your home and open the Mus'haf and read Quran. If you cannot find any other place to do a good deed. Give it charity where nobody else can see. Nobody else. Only you and Allah. Only you and Allah. You and Allah. That will develop your sincerity. Sadaqah. Nobody else has to know. You can give sometimes and let people know to encourage. No problem. But sometimes give and don't let anybody know. Even your wife. Even your kids. You and Allah, all tawheed. Tawheed, monotheism. Right? The oneness of Allah, sincerity. Right? Read Quran. Wallahi. One of the Salaf, brother? One of the Salaf, he was reading Quran. Salaf means the scholars who actually were before us, Sahaba or Tabi'een, was reading Quran. While he was reading Quran at his home, a man he came to ask for permission to talk to him. And what did he do? He found something like that, and he hid his Mus'haf. He hid the Mus'haf, covered. So somebody said, like his wife or somebody, why did you hide the Mus'haf? He said, this guy, every time he comes and he sees me reading Quran, I don't want him to see every time that I read Quran. He wanted to hide his good deed. He doesn't want people to know. Subhanallah. Sometimes we do the opposite. We are so keen to hide the bad deeds, which are good. You have to hide also your bad deed, by the way. You have to hide it, right? If you have any problem, don't share it, hide. But also try to hide your good deeds. The same way you hide your bad deeds. Sahaba, they used to do that. They used to hide their good deeds as much as you can. Some good deeds you have to announce, like salah. You have to come to pray jama'ah. This is must. This is have to be done in public. So to pray sunnah sometimes during the night, qiyamul layl. You can do that. Nobody else has to see you. Don't even tell people. Some people, they do some secret actions, but the next morning they do what? Yesterday, I have actually prayed during the night, and subhanallah, you know what, wallahi, I saw a poor man, and subhanallah, I give him charity. I felt like, bad for him. And you know what, I fed some people, and I did. Man, hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please. Don't, subhanallah. By the way, I'm going to finish by this. A hadith scholar said, if you give sadaqah or any good deed, right, in secret, it will be written in the record of secret actions. Once you announce, it will be taken from this record, it will be put in the record of the known actions. Still, it's a good deed if you have sincerity. But maybe you tell somebody and you don't care. Maybe it's going to be a good deed, but the reward will be less. You will drop. It was in the record of secret, right? It would become in the record of public. It would drop, and the rewards will be. So even try to preserve your good deeds after you do that. Not only while you're doing. Shaitan is not going to leave you alone. Going to come to you, man. Tell. Say you have given it charity maybe 10 years ago, donation to the masjid, and then after 10 years you have a fight with the brothers. You don't know what I have done 10 years ago. Do you know who actually built this masjid? I am. And he will give you, mashallah, good job. But you lost. Yeah. Because you got the clapping, you got the praise. Halas, you got what you wanted. What else? That's why it's very difficult to control yourself. Shaitan comes to you, I'm not going to say, yes, you would think bad about me. You would say, this guy is so stingy. He doesn't give, no problem. I wouldn't say. I would like to take it, no problem. I don't like their actually thanks. When you go to the Allah, Day of Judgment, Allah will make it known now. Everybody will know, right? On Day of Judgment, they will know or not. Your book will be open for everybody. Whatever you have kept it hidden, it will be for you to announce. Every single person on that day will know. This brother, he mashallah, we didn't know the dunya. We didn't know that he's the one who built the masjid. Within 20 years, we made fun of him. And he was the one who built the masjid. Subhanallah. Allah will come Allah will make it actually known to everybody. Now we will be really, really happy. We ask Allah Ajal to grant us sincerity. Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-ikhlas wa fi al-qawl wal amal. Allah, we ask for ikhlas. Ikhlas means what you call sincerity, right? Ikhlas. We ask you مخلصين له الدين حنفاء to make us sincere. اللهم ارزقنا الإخلاص. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا. Allah forgive our sins, our shortcoming, and don't hold us accountable for our weakness, and make us strong against our desires and our enemies. And we ask Allah to forgive all of us and to grant all of us Jannah without any punishment. I just want to thank you for your patience. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your time. Wassalamu alaikum.